by their second-year quarterback.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Down the sideline he goes. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man, to put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And what a marvel Joe Flacco is. Continues to be a reliable quarterback into his 40s. And we say it all the time. He came off of his couch and made a team better. Guess what? He's doing it again. And now has a chance to not only be good on the field, but also be one of the great mentors in a quarterback room.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Flacco from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mason Graham coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
And leads to 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pitch on the left side with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Roma Dunze, 46 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Bootleg, Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. 3rd and 8. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense is looking for.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. This is Ford. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Flacco. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First and goal, Cleveland.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And leading 10 to the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Grant Decker. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And Well, we're seeing a pretty good one right under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Flacco. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
That's complete. Luther Burden. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. Now Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. There'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up second down. Passing play, Flacco. Right back to Njoku. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Flacco. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he fields it cleanly. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 30-yard line. Here's Williams. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Second and 4.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time, the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account the game situation?
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Flacco looks to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Dexter. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
What is up?
They'll go play action here with Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll get this into the hands of the Dune zone. And that will get him another first down, but the clock certainly working against him.
And the Bears first down.
To throw, it's Williams. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him at field goal range with a chance to win.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
28-yard attempt.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Swift going to try at the middle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Williams.
And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw, Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 83 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with three tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Spike it, he faked it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up third down.
They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw forward with Williams.
Forced out to it.
And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First OT toss coming for Joe Flacco. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd down at the 43-yard line.
We'll give it to Jenkins.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Jenkins.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Andrew Billings able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Flacco. This one downfield for Tillman.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Flacco. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. Flacco. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Edwards coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs.
And it's under pressure, and they got to him again. Timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Flacco.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
That's what you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, this game's over. But that's going to give this offense a second lease on life, and you can't afford to do that here in overtime.
Flacco now on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback.